Welcome to day 84 of the 300 movie challenge. Today we watched the highest grossing film of May 2001, which is finally a movie that I can now not freak everyone out by saying that I haven't seen it before. It's Shrek. Like, literally every time I've mentioned it, someone's brought this up. It's like, oh, I haven't seen it. And everyone's like, what? They, like, lose their mind. It's, like, weird. But...
Insert all-star here.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I think I agree with... I don't remember this that well, because I haven't seen what he said in a bit, but I think I agree with what Nostalgia Critic said about this movie. Where he likes it, but it's not as good as, like, he doesn't like it as much as everyone else, basically. That said, he does really like the second one, so we'll see if that also translates.
I think the second one was pretty good, if I remember correctly.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe like I expected it to be
Was
sillier.
it the hype?
Maybe, but I don't know. I expected it to be sillier,
Oh, sillier.
and it wasn't. Like, okay, because it makes fun of, like, you know, the whole point is like, oh, it's making fun of like the stupid fairy tales tropes, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it like kind of is still doing the tropes. Right? I mean, it is, you know, it's a love story, right? You know, the whole...
Yeah, it's
you know.
kind of like
Yeah.
it's subverting the
Yeah,
tropes.
so I get it's the subverting the tropes, but at the same time, like, there's some things that they don't do anything with. Like, for example, the thing that, like, really, like, again, the thing that really made me, like, go, like, oh, really? Was the whole, you know, oh, he mishears half of a conversation and gets sad, and there's a breakup, a misunderstandings. Like, that shit, like, I'm like, really? Come on. That shouldn't have happened. Because the thing I was waiting, I'm gonna be like, oh wait, they're gonna pull like a switch or whatever, and like right as he's about to leave and think he's all depressed, they're gonna be like, oh wait, he actually understood what was going on or something. But no, it was just that kind of plot, and I was just like, really, that's stupid. So, you know, I don't know, and I guess like, I kind of okay, there's a few moments where I felt like he was kind of too mean. I don't know, like just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like how I feel. Like I actually don't really like Han and Leia in The Empire Strikes Back because I feel like they're just like super nasty to each other, and it's not like, you know, I don't know. It's kind of a different angle of it, but similar to where it's like he's just kind of like too mean to people, and it's like it doesn't work. Especially like early on, it makes sense, but like later on, he's still like, you know, when he kind of flips out a doggy for like no real reason. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like again, what it is as like, you know, subverting the whole tropes with stuff, and you know, there's definitely good scenes and stuff like that. So it's over. I like it still, but I don't. I'll see if I again continue with the opinion of Nostalgia Critic that Shrek 2, because he legitimately has said that like Shrek 2 is like, you know, one of his favorite like comedy movies of all time. So I'll see if that's true with me, but. Because from what I know about 2, it just kind of goes fucking crazy. And so, if that's true... Because that's what I thought. I thought it was going to go completely off the rails, and it really didn't. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see. So, good, but not amazing, from my perspective. I can see, like, if you grew up with this, then, like, you'd probably really love it. But, well, I didn't, so, yeah. I don't know. I will say that one thing that I was surprised about, because like I kind of knew this story, you know, already.
Yeah.
But I was actually surprised. I didn't know that like Fiona was like already like an ogre at night. I didn't know that.
Oh, you thought
I thought
first
I thought it was
during-
like from the first kiss or whatever with Shrek that turns her into an ogre to begin with or whatever.
Oh no.
So I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't know that, but it was just like, you know, it doesn't really matter. You know, I don't know. I will be curious to see, again, like, where they go with the other movies, you know, how they build off of it. I mean, obviously, they're going to kind of start with, you know, them being together or whatever, and kind of going from there. But again, it seems clear that, like, they need to set up the whole... Well, I don't know, actually. They might not set up a whole different plot. It might just be, like, well, I don't know. I'm just making random noises at this point.
You'll see eventually.
I guess.
I guess for me and my end, we had watched this previously.
Yeah.
It's been a really long time since I've watched this movie.
I think for me it aged pretty well, actually. I
It
still
did.
found a couple of
Yeah.
scenes really funny.
Yeah. The only thing is that I felt like it was longer.
Oh, like you
what
thought.
I remembered was much longer than what I actually got.
Yeah,
and it
this
was,
this felt
Yeah.
like pretty short. Like again, this is
Yeah.
like almost the same length as Bridget Jones's Diary somehow. Yet that
Yeah.
movie felt like 3 times longer than this.
But I feel like this was like incredibly short.
Yeah, it did feel
and
short.
stuff.
Because like they got to like the tower like 30 minutes in or something, and that's already a third of the movie done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That was like a
I-
third, and then there was another like third where they're just like, you know, wandering around, and then like the last third is when they get back to the castle or whatever.
yeah, I totally
Yeah.
thought that it would be longer, but when we looked at the timing, it was like 90 minutes, and then I was like, okay, so it's a normal children's movie length, so it'll probably utilize it. But I guess maybe the pacing was faster than I
It was,
remembered.
Yeah.
it was much faster than I remembered it being.
Because I
So
feel
I
like
was like,
keep going.
you go.
Well, I was just saying I feel like we've seen, you know, especially also other children's movies that are 90 minutes where I feel like more happened. Because
Yeah.
really not that much happens in this movie, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not. I mean, I guess it's not that bad because at least there's not something that feels like unnecessary and a waste of time. But,
But then,
I don't know.
on the other hand, I feel like that means that I didn't realize this, but this literally meant that they fell in love in 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey, I didn't realize that.
So again, it's one of those things where it's like the subverting the tropes, but still kind of following some of them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and again, I get that that's kind of still. I feel like that's the point, that it's still kind of following some of them, but some of them, like again, the whole breakup thing, like they are, you know, the point of a subversion of tropes kind of thing is you can kind of pick which ones you do want to follow, right?
Right.
The ones that are actually worth following, and the ones that you could mock the ones that are not worth following. And I feel like this
Yeah.
one didn't quite do that to the full advantage it should have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that I appreciate Donkey more in this film than I did as a child.
Yeah. I do too. I
Yeah.
used to think he was a little bit annoying, but now I'm just like, yeah, Donkey, you're alright.
Yeah, I thought he was. I was.
Switched because when I was little, I was like, yeah, I kind of understand Shrek, but now I'm like, no, I understand Donkey more. Donkey
Yeah.
has argument more.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna find him a bit annoying, and at the beginning I thought he was a little bit annoying, but he got over that. So if anything, yeah, I actually was a bit more annoyed at Shrek because I'm just like, bro, what's
Why are
wrong
you
with
so mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Get that arrow out of your butt.
Literally.
wait, yeah, okay, that's one thing that they like didn't go into at all. Like, how the heck did like Fiona be like a super badass? Like when I saw that, I was like, oh, sweet, this is gonna be interesting, and then like never address it again, and I'm like, oh,
No.
Yeah, why
Oh.
didn't you use it at the wedding?
Exactly.
I know, right? I'm like, oh, damn it, that was actually gonna be interesting, and then they didn't do anything.
Perfect opportunity.
I have a feeling that'll probably come back in like, you know, sequels or something, but
I
we'll
don't
see.
remember.
Again, the few images of the sequels in my head that I've seen from like various like you know, clips or something, or like editorials about the movies, I know that she like does end up fighting something at some point. I don't know, whatever. I should probably stop trying to predict this because I'm gonna be like probably totally wrong, but I don't know. I'll definitely, yeah, I will say this. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I am definitely curious to see where the other movies go. So, because sometimes you watch a movie that you're like, yeah, that was fine, but like you don't really have a desire to like see what's after. So
Right.
that's something, I guess, for this. It does make it is memorable. Like just stylistically, it's very different than anything. Well, especially anything that came before it.
Yeah.
Because you know everything before it that was animated was all, you know, like super friendly. You know, everyone it's Disney and everyone's happy and loves each other except when their mom dies. You know, but you have to have the tragic mother death. But besides that, it's, you know what I mean. There's no, I mean, what literally has there been a single Disney movie, especially before Shrek, where they said the word ass? You know what I mean? It's like. And so it's at least that, and it, you know, like it looks kind of ugly, but like that's the point. So you know what I mean? It's just interesting from like that perspective of like how is kind of what the movie is.
It's interesting to note too when you mentioned that. I was like, this came out in the same year as Spy Kids,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and it's just like, huh.
Much better children's movie.
Uh-huh.
Much, much, much better, more memorable children's movie.
Yeah, certainly.
So, yeah, I don't know. Is there anything? I don't know really what else to say about it. Because again, as we said, the movie is pretty short and it doesn't feel like too much happens.
Yeah.
That's-
I mean, if you haven't watched it already, go watch it.
Yeah. Again, I don't think it's amazing, but it's still worth to see.
Yeah.
But
I don't think either me or Mayan were diehard fans, but we
No.
liked the movie as children. So
Yeah, and it was nice to rewatch it after, I don't know, like more than 10 years, certainly.
yeah.
yeah, for me I don't know, the comedic animated movie that's slightly risque that wasn't made by Disney that I liked a lot as a kid was Ice Age. So
Oh yeah, Ice Age.
so that was that. But I feel like I wonder how that holds up.
I guess
I don't know.
remember.
How many freaking sequels did they make? They made at least like 4, and I'm pretty sure they're like.
Isn't there a
bad.
sequel that just came out?
I
recently?
don't even know.
Why?
I don't know. I've heard that like all the sequels are bad, so it's just like, oh, that's lame.
I mean, they're in space now, so.
Wait, really? I need to catch up on my Ice Age lore.
Yeah, the Ice Age canon has gotten extended.
I remember I did see the second one. I remember literally nothing about it though.
Oh my god.
But I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure I didn't see the third one, and I think there's a fourth one that I also didn't see. I don't know. Whatever. Why are we talking about this? So, well, I guess the point is like just saying like that's the one movie that I saw from like I guess this kind of, and that came out later, so it was, I guess you could say, like spawned from this idea. Well, actually, it was also DreamWorks, I believe, right? So
I think
think
so.
yeah. So well, definitely wasn't Disney. So
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't know. Well, it's just kind of interesting to see how just transitions and how things work, and all the memes.
All the memes that spawned from it.
Yeah. Oh, when I said before, like the meme that I hated, like or whatever, I thought I was
yeah,
talking
wasn't
about.
All-Star.
I thought I was talking about the All Star stuff, which I don't mind that. That's like okay, but no, I hate the freaking like 4chan like Shrek like is love shit. Like that's stupid. That's the thing that I hate. But I
Go
don't know.
blast All Star. It's okay. It's all fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
good.
So, what is next? I don't even remember.
Oh, it's
Oh wait, is it the?
it's the video game movie.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay, so I've seen the Nostalgia Critic review for this that came out recently, and I specifically told these two, don't watch it, it'll spoil it for you. So, I will just say, I am actually looking forward to this.
Oh boy.
Whether that's, like, sarcastic looking forward to or legitimate looking forward to, you'll have to find out. But I'll just say, I am legitimately looking forward to seeing this.
Oh.
So,
Oh dear.
With
get
that,
excited!
we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.